This segment is sponsored by the Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, underway March 24th through the 26th at DeVos Place in Grand Rapids. Whether you own a cottage or your full-time home is on the water or you just dream about it all, this show is for you. Dawn Baker joins us now to tell us more about it. Hi, Dawn.
So let's start at the beginning, right? You said if you would like to buy, if you already have built a home that's on the lakefront and that's your full-time home, if you're dreaming about it, this show helps you. So realtors who can help you with lakefront property or property in the woods, if that's what you're looking for. In addition to that, if you already own that home, a lot of times you're looking to renovate or decorate. You're just kind of talking about that. So, or maybe, like you said, cottage decor is what you're into. So that might be indoor or outdoor. So we have furnishings that apply to both. For so many of us, that deck or dock time is really important in the summer. And what I'm finding is really important to share with people is that in order to make the most of your summer, and Michiganders, we want to do that. It goes too fast.
Yeah.
You really need to plan ahead. A lot of projects that you would like to do, whether it is adding a deck or a dock, or maybe it is to renovate and do some work, some restoration, that sort of thing on the current property that you have, that's going to take time.
Yeah.
So the show brings together the experts who can walk you through the process, but also help you get that started. We've got to get it on our calendars.
That's right. Those experts, many of them will be doing seminars. You have a really neat schedule of seminars. Tantalize us with a few topics.
Well, and some of them, I mean, are so crucial. So I want to share with you, we've got Alyssa Carnes, who's going to be talking about a lakeshore dream home. So how to really make that happen for yourself. And that isn't just the interior, but also, you know, if you're doing renovations, what loans to be looking at that are specific for lakeshore property. So that's really important. A lot of people, as you said, maybe you don't own it, but you're like myself. I like to rent a cottage or a lake home in various parts of our great state.
Yes.
Enjoy some of that shoreline or an inland lake. And so if you're trying to navigate Airbnb, is it a friend or foe? That's another cottage seminar. Tearing down a lakefront property or a cottage property, what do you need to know in order to do that and think about rebuilding?
Yes.
So there's a lot of aspects to handle there. And then we have some boat builders, one of which at the show will be doing a cottage conversation, if you will, and really walking through how to build or how to restore your own personal watercraft.
You are going to have two little cottages constructed right there on the floor at the show, right?
So that is always kind of a fun aspect.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's just talk about she sheds.
Yes.
One of those. And so whether it's a large dream home on a lakefront, or maybe you're just getting started and so you want to go out to some property and you want to start with a smaller unit, yes, we'll be able to showcase those at the floor and show you what you can begin with, right? And then grow to. The she shed I talked about does have a solar panel, and I found that very interesting for either that lakefront property or that property that you have where you're making your own oasis out in your backyard, but you want some personal space. Maybe it's to write or do, you know, some art or some craftsman projects that you have, but it gives you that outdoor space that we so enjoy in the summer.
Summer and lake life is all about the toys, and you're going to have all kinds of inspiration for anything you want for that lifestyle.
So let's just speak specific to floating or boating.
Yes.
So, you know, what I love is that whether you like kayaks or stand-up boards, whether you like them with made out of hard materials, or whether you want them inflatable so that they fit in the back of your Subaru. That's a personal story. You know, or you're looking for that speedboat pontoon, an electric pontoon, we'll have those at the show.
Wow.
So whatever it is that you enjoy doing on the waterfront, we want to make sure that we have the latest and greatest for you to look at. But in addition to that, one of the things, I don't know that it's a challenge, but often if you have lakefront property, so you have muck or silt at the bottom, maybe you need lakeshore restoration. We've got experts there who can talk to you about that, who can also provide the services then to do that for you. Seawalls, that's an important topic.
The whole shebang.
Yes.
All right, you guys, once again, Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, March 24th through the 26th at DeVos Place. Tickets and showtimes are at grcottageshow.com. Good to have you here.
See you at the beach.
Yes.